Did we just get a huge leak for EA Sports College Football? Let's get into it. So I'm sure you'll have seen G-Fed go crazy on TikTok. He's the guy that started the walk-on challenge where he tries to get onto a D1 football field without doing anything illegal. So he won't hop any fences, he won't break any windows or doors or anything crazy. He only goes through doors and gates and everything that are already unlocked and opened for him. So it typically takes him a fairly long time to actually get on the field. He has to find an entrance to get into the stadium and then get all the way down to the field without doing anything illegal. But surprisingly, his success rate is very high. So G-Fed did the walk-on challenge at Nebraska's football field, which is called Memorial Stadium. And he posted the 6-minute video on TikTok of him getting onto the field, which he successfully does. But near the end of that video is where our leak comes in. There is about a 5-second portion that I'll play for you right now.
We got photo shoots ready to go for college football 2024, but where's the game, EA?
I could not believe my eyes when I saw that. So shout out to @Zachary.hammer.33 for sending this to me on Instagram. So G-Fed posted this on the 23rd of September and he actually recorded it on the 15th of September, the day before their game against Northern Illinois. So it's been on social media over a week and I have seen literally no one talking about it except us now. So let me throw it back up on the screen and we're going to break the whole thing down. So it is clearly a photo shoot set for players, potentially incoming players, as a recruiting tactic. And a lot of y'all on Instagram were saying that's all it is. All it is a recruiting tactic. It's not a leak. It has nothing to do with the upcoming game. And I guess that's possible, but it would really surprise me since it has the official EA Sports logo on it. Like, does Nebraska have the rights and the ability just to slap the EA Sports logo on anything they want? That doesn't really make sense to me. I think EA Sports would have to greenlight this to even allow this to happen in the first place. Especially when EA Sports has released basically zero information about the new game, it would seem really strange to me that they would allow Nebraska to basically put out this fake news, this fake information about the new game. And sure, maybe that's not Nebraska's intentions, but when there's a new game coming out next year, obviously people are going to see this and immediately start questioning it like, oh, is this a teaser for the football game? So for all of those reasons, it makes me think it's a little more official. Maybe EA has something to do with this. So for the rest of the video, I just kind of break down what we see in that short clip, but I actually did a little more digging. So now I'm editing this video because a Nebraska football commit actually took a picture with this photo set and then posted it on Instagram the same day I was making this video. So this is 4-star linebacker Willis McGee, who committed to Nebraska. He posted this on his Instagram on October 1st. So as you can see here, you can get a really good HD clear picture of the photo shoot set. So I did a little more digging and I found that 3-star linebacker Braylon Prude posted this on June 18th on his Instagram. So again, you get a good HD look of this set right here. It looks awesome. But I can't believe this was posted all the way back in June and I didn't see a single human being talking about this. So feel free to pause the video on these pictures and kind of examine them yourself or even go to their Instagrams. The rest of the video, I kind of break down what we see from that 5-second clip that I originally only had. So feel free to watch the rest of the video. I talk about some things and what it could mean for EA Sports College Football. Hopefully this is a legit thing that Nebraska is doing with EA Sports and it's not just a recruiting thing. And if it is just a recruiting tactic and has nothing to do with the actual game, that's super lame. Like, why would you use the actual EA Sports logo if you're not promoting the game in any way? And why would EA even allow that? I mean, to be fair, maybe EA doesn't even know because I've barely seen this circulating on social media. So maybe Nebraska is just kind of keeping it under wraps and they don't think it's a big deal. But again, since it has that official EA Sports logo, it just really makes me think it's more than that. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Enjoy the rest of the video where I break down the photo shoot set. So let's zoom in here and try to break this thing down. Now the picture is going to be kind of blurry since it's just a screenshot of a video, but a lot of the things I'm going to say you can see more clearly when you just play the video slowly. But we'll start with the less important things. So in the top left, you'll see the X's and the O's. It says Huskers right here, and then to the right of it, it says 5-time national champs. In the background, we can see a blueprint of Memorial Stadium, and it says 100 years through these gates. And I was actually able to find this logo right here of what was on the background. So down here in the bottom left, it has something that looks like the video game rating, but obviously it's not. It has the letter N for Nebraska. Above it, it says Huskers, and then below it, it says Day by Day, and then GBR for Go Big Red. Okay, so let's zoom in even a little further and look at the stuff that's really important. Here's why I don't think it's just another recruiting photo op. It literally has the EA Sports logo on there. So this is clearly a legit EA Sports licensed product. Like, the only way for this photo op with this EA Sports college football logo to be on it is for EA Sports to have reached out to Nebraska to do this. That's the only way for this to have happened. Like, sure, Nebraska could have had a video game photo op, a generic video game photo op for recruits and for incoming players to kind of hype them up or whatever, to have some fun. But the fact that it says EA Sports makes me think there's more to it. My guess is when EA starts teasing the game more and actually gives us an official release date, players are going to start posting these on social media as teasers for the video game, and they might even be NIL deals for the players with EA. Okay, so let's continue. The fact that it says College Football 2024 reiterates and reconfirms this video game is supposed to release in the year 2024. So I said in the last video, I was getting a little worried just because we haven't been hearing anything. Does EA still plan to release this game next year or at all? So this is good news that we are seeing College Football 2024. And then going off that, we already knew the game was supposed to be called EA Sports College Football, but it looks like it might be called EA Sports College Football 2024, which is a little interesting because normally the game would be released the year before the number on the video game title. For example, NCAA 14 came out in 2013 and NCAA 13 came out in 2012. So a lot of people thought maybe it was going to be EA Sports College Football 25 because it was coming out in 2024. But at least on this photo op set, it looks like it's EA Sports College Football 2024. The next thing I want to point out is that it says 100 Years of Memorial Stadium Edition. Now, this could possibly just be for the recruiting since it's obviously at Nebraska and that's their stadium to make it more unique for Nebraska. But it's also possible this is a legit special edition of the game that's going to come out. Maybe it'll have a different cover. Maybe it'll be like $10 more than the standard version of the game. So obviously we'll have to see, but that's definitely something to look for, and maybe different schools will have their own special edition. So the last two things are in the bottom right. We can see the ESPN college football logo. This tracks because we're assuming ESPN's going to be in the game. This just kind of further confirms that. Hopefully we'll also have like Fox and CBS and all the other ones, but we'll see. It looks like maybe we'll have at least have ESPN in there. And then I think the one that's more interesting than that is to the left of that, you can see the NCAA football logo. So that's really interesting because obviously this game is not called NCAA football. It's called college football. And I didn't think they were going to have NCAA licensing in this. NCAA is clearly against NIL and everything involved with it. Obviously, the NCAA football video game series shut down over the lawsuit. So I was not expecting them to have the NCAA licensing in the next college football video game. And maybe they won't. Maybe that's just on there because obviously Nebraska is associated with the NCAA, so they are allowed to put that on there. But to me, that's just weird that you would have that NCAA logo on there with the EA Sports logo on there if the NCAA licensing wasn't going to be in the game. So that's another thing we'll have to look for, but maybe NCAA football is going to be in College Football 2024. So that's basically it for the video. Like I said, I ended up editing this video after already recording it. So a lot of those things I said about the game are under the assumption that that's a legit EA official photo shoot. Now, if EA has nothing to do with it and that's all just for Nebraska recruiting, then that's super lame and you can basically just throw out everything you just heard me say. But hopefully it's not, and hopefully EA will also start actually releasing some information about this game.